Now I feel weird. You're gonna have to really at the beginning.
So, what's something that you want to change in your life?
Can we restart it?
We'll edit it out. We'll edit it. Wait, I have to re-ask the question.
Okay.
Okay. What's something that you're looking to change in your life?
Being less indecisive. Being able to make decisions faster.
Okay. So you have been having trouble with your decision making and you want to be better at making decisions.
And overthink a lot less about it.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most confident, how confident do you think you are in making this change, in being able to be more decisive?
I guess 6 or 7. A little bit higher than I thought.
So then why are you at a 6 or 7 and not like a 2 or 3?
Because I've been working on it a lot, and because I believe in myself a little bit more than that. Because it's such a small, simple thing, but it's been so hard for me for some reason. Yeah.
So you've been having trouble making decisions, and you've been feeling like you overthink things, and you have been working on it and been able to have more belief in yourself in making these decisions.
Yes. And it's like even small decisions, just like deciding what outfit to wear in the morning, but it's also the big decisions, like deciding whether or not to move or stuff like that.
So speaking of big decisions, what changes have you made in the past, either relating to this or not, that have been that have been difficult for you?
Well, just like moving. I've moved a lot. Deciding when I lived in California, deciding to move back when I was living with my aunt, because I could have been great out there. And then when I decided to move back, it was hard to not think, maybe I should have stayed. Maybe it would have been better if I stayed there. Maybe it was better that I moved back. So overthinking that. But then I did decide to move back, and it's been really good.
So you think a lot about the decisions that you made in the past and whether or not they were the right decisions. And that can cause you a lot of stress too.
Yeah, definitely.
So it seems like you really care about how the decisions you make now affect your future.
Put it that way, yeah. I guess I do care, and that's why it's harder. Because I care about the effect that it's gonna have, for sure.
And you want that effect to be a good thing rather than something that you regret.
Yeah. What else?
So now you need to say something that's like never or always or something, so I can do an amplified reflection.
Oh, okay.
But I can ask you a question first. I'll ask. Okay, so with decisions like moving or whether or not to break up with someone, how did you make those decisions?
After taking a long time, and then just sticking to the decision I made, sticking with it, just going all in.
So you, with big decisions such as those, you find yourself having trouble making those decisions, but when you do, you can stick with it and you go along with whatever happens.
Very go with the flow kind of girl. But then again, I always overthink and question everything, which makes it harder. But I don't know. Don't know if I'll ever be able to actually fully just be able to make decisions and go along with it without questioning everything.
So it's not possible for you to make decisions in the future without overthinking it.
Well, I mean, if you put it that way, no. Because I've like done that in the past. I've made decisions and not questioned them. But even like with little decisions, I sometimes question, but I know that in the past I've made decisions and just moved on. So I could with working on it and practice.
So it is something that is possible then.
I think so.
Because you've been able to make decisions in the past, big decisions and small decisions. So it is possible.
Yes.
Okay. You do like that.
I'm not ready though.
I did double-sided. I did refraining. Okay. So it seems like you may be having trouble figuring out where to go from here. Would you be interested in hearing what has worked for other clients and other people?
Sure.
So in my experience, some people benefit from writing down the decisions that they have to make and then just picking one and sticking with it and going with it and seeing what happens and practicing being okay with whatever happens. What do you think of that solution?
With like littler things I've done like that, like an eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and just gone with it, and then I'll realize that I want a different decision, and then that helps me realize what I actually wanted to pick, which is something I like couldn't figure out at the beginning until I did that, so it would help a lot. Yeah.
Cool.
I like that idea.
That's your idea. Okay. I think this is the hardest one, honestly. Summary.
I feel like the camera's not even at me.
Let's hope it is.
I feel like it is now.
I think it is because it was pretty wide. Like, I could see the love sack in the chair.
Oh, okay, good.
Should we do a bloopers?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, so today we've talked about a decision, or freak, I'm starting over. So today we've talked about how it's difficult for you to make decisions and you find yourself overthinking after you make those decisions and before you make those decisions. So it's been hard for you. And we also talked about some possible solutions that could help you make decisions better, or and we've talked about how it's something that you want to change, something that you want to get better at, and that it is possible, and that you've been working on it too, and you've gotten better at it. So where does this all leave you?
I'm not sure. I just now that I can practice what you're saying, I could practice that more, making sure I practice that with everyday things, and just questioning less. Just going all in. The decision. Yeah. Practice makes perfect. Or mildly okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Do you think that was 8 minutes? Okay.
Thank you.
And cut.
And scene.
And
Let's
scene.
Let's see how that
Watch
went.
it like have not videoed at all.